Today, we're going to be doing a Pilates Mat class fusion. This is primarily focused for people who have stability issues. Alrighty, today we're going to be using this chair as our prop. So if you have any problems with stability, this is perfect. Just have a mat and a bit of room around you in your chair. We're going to draw the flesh out from underneath our sit bones and come to the front of the chair. Our knees are nice and grounded to the floor so we can really feel the length of our spine. We're going to just start with that breath. As we exhale, you're going to feel that three-dimensional Pilates breath. So you're going to inhale, breathe into our ribs, and exhale, close. Working on our breath is so important with creating and maintaining our breath capacity, keeping healthy lungs. So again, inhale, feel the ribs expand, and exhale, feel the ribs close. And you'll feel those sit bones kind of drawing together without squeezing your glutes. So it's a deep connection into those pelvic floor muscles. And again, inhaling and exhaling. Having that gorgeous long spine really supported by those abdominals. And we're going to breathe in and exhale out, tightening those abs. Place our hands on our knees. Make sure your feet feel comfortable. And we're going to round through our spine. We're trying to really find that curve through the body. Not dropping our chin, but really lengthening. As we exhale, curl through the spine. And we're going to inhale, open the spine, arching the back. Not dropping the neck, but really extending through the chest. And again, exhale, rounding through the spine, feeling that curve through the body. And then inhale, arching open, lifting the chest. And again, exhale, curling, rounding through the spine. And inhale, opening, lifting that chest. Really work the sequence of the spine as you find that nice mobilization through the back and through the shoulders. Now, only take this as big as you want and really try to keep the neck long so that you're really staying really connected to the body as you find this movement. Make it as big or as small as appropriate for you. Exhale, round, and inhale, extend. Beautiful open chest, widening those collarbones like you've got a gorgeous pearl necklace or fancy tie you're showing off. Inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, really finding that movement, waking up the body. Very good connection and upright spine. You're going to keep that nice connection. We're going to roll our shoulders up and around, exhaling, finding that nice, strong, long spine, finding that gorgeous rotation of the vertebrae. Of the shoulders, and reverse it, stabilizing those vertebrae and reversing it. Exhale forward, inhale to the back, exhale forward, finding a nice gorgeous movement. We're going to reach up and over to the side, and you can place your hand onto if you have a chair rest on the side, you can also place your hand on your shoulder if that is too much to have your hand over your head. But either way, you want to feel a nice stretch down your side body. And now we're going to do the other side. Find a stable position, hand on the shoulder, or you can extend the arm up as you reach to the other side. Really getting that stretch between the rib and the hip. Really reaching long. Take the arm in whatever position feels right for you. And we're just going to slowly lengthen that spine, really lengthening it out as you come all the way right back and up. And we're going to reach our arms to shoulder height. We're going to open one arm to the side and then right back to center. We're going to switch to the other side. Now, if we want to make it a little bit trickier, we're going to exhale, roll behind the sit bones, and you're going to take that nice connection and again, open one arm to the side, keeping the shoulders out of the ears, and very good. Reach to each side. Now, you can lift your heels if you want a little bit more core work, and again, reaching one arm to the side, and then exhale, switch to the other side. Adding on our spice, we can have a little bit of rotation if rotation is something in your wheelhouse. Exhale, rotate, inhale, center. And you can always take your hand to your knee to give yourself a little bit more support if you're feeling this at all in your low back. You should feel a nice amount of abdominal work as well as a bit of a stretch as you rotate to each side. Take this at whatever spice level you feel like. And you want to really find that nice connection through the body as you round forward and inhale right back up to that neutral or the natural curvature, and then roll right back. Again, scooping those abs. You can always do this upright with your hands forward, but you can also roll back. Whatever is good for you. You're going to reach the arms overhead and then right back to shoulder height. You can always do one arm at a time. alternating sides, one hand on your knee, whatever feels good to you. Or you can just bring your hand up to shoulder height and right back down. Just take this as you need it. But you should feel a bit of ab work, especially as the arms extend upwards. And exhale as the arms go up. Deepening those core muscles. And again, you can always lift your heels. You can keep your heels down. You do you. Exhale up. Nice, strong connection. Keep the shoulders down out of the ears as we hold, keeping that nice connection. Really feel those core muscles getting a good little bit of engagement. Hold it and round forward and stack that spine back up to neutral. Nice, beautiful, natural spine. Now you're going to keep that nice connection. We're going to work on our leg strength. We're going to keep our bodies really strong. You can roll backwards, keeping that nice and strong, and you can come right back up, or you want to keep it nice and tall. As really nice and tall, whatever feels good to you. Lift your heels up, reach your arms forward, and lift one leg up and right back down. And you're really trying to like melt through the feet, toe ball heels, just really lengthening. Now you can roll back and do this as well. And you can also take your hands to your thighs to give yourself a little bit of assistance so that you really feel a little bit more supported in that position. But you can take this however feels appropriate for you. But you want to exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down, exhaling up, inhale on the way down. So that you really feel that muscular engagement. Nice and strong in those abs. Exhaling and really peeling those feet like you're peeling a banana. If you want to add on some spice, you can float those hands up to the ceiling. Keeping those shoulders out of those ears as you exhale. Lift those knees nice and high. Nice and strong. Keeping that nice connection through the body. Keep that pelvic floor really working. And place your hands wherever is appropriate for you. Just finding that strength through the whole body. Exhaling. Nice and strong. Reach those shoulders and all the way forward, right back and up, floating the hands down and the heels down. Go ahead and scooch a little further back if you'd like, keeping that nice connection, or you can stay forward, whatever feels good for you, but you want to stay nice and tall in that body. You're going to lift the leg up and you're going to bring it right back down. Try not to touch the floor. And 2, and you can use that hand to assist the knee, or you can hold it. You can really feel that engagement through the leg. Keeping that nice connection, you can hold it with both hands or just one. Keeping that strength, keeping that body really strong. You're going to keep on going. Really feel that strength through the quads or through the top of the legs. Really reach those toes back toward you. You should feel almost an active stretch. And your leg may or may not fully extend. It's totally fine, whatever range of motion you're working on. But we're going to hold it at your end range. See if you can float those hands. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Keep it strong and float it back and down. Other side, here we go. Keep that nice connection. Float that foot up. You can hold it or let it float free. Flex those toes. And again, exhaling to extend and inhale back and in. You can float the hands up. You can keep them down, whatever your spice level is today. But you really want to keep that spine really strong and long and lifted to the sky. Like you've got Spock ears pulling you up and back. Exhaling, extend. Find that strength in your legs. Find that strength in your body. And it's okay if your leg doesn't extend again. You just want to flex those toes. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. You should feel those legs really active. We're going to warm up those ankles, circling the foot. 2, and 3, and 4. Really finding the strength. 5, 6, 7, one more. 8, and reverse it. Feeling that nice rotation. You're going to feel the whole foot really getting a bit of a stretch. And you want to keep that nice suppleness in the ankle. So no clunking it around. Nice and slow and controlled. Like you're moving through something with a high viscosity. You're going to lift and lower the heel. And you're not dropping the heel down. Boom. You're trying to squeeze a lemon underneath your heel. So really activating those hamstrings or the muscles at the back of the leg. Exhale down, crushing and squeezing, making that orange juice, and press it. Nice and strong, nice and supple through those feet. This is going to be really important as we move on, as we go into the other side, circling those ankles. And 2, keeping the spine nice and long. So you want that neutral spine, that natural curvature. So the low back curls kind of towards your navel, the thoracic or the upper back kind of towards your shoulder blades, and your cervical or your neck kind of towards your throat. And you're going to reverse your circles and then lift and lower that foot afterwards as we circle that foot. And very good. And we're going to keep that nice connection. We're going to lift and lower, crushing that lemon. Lift it up and exhale, lower it down. Keeping that nice connection. flexing and pointing that foot, finding that suppleness in the ankle and in all those beautiful little muscles and bones in the feet. Exhaling, finding that gorgeous strength through the body. Exhale. Always keep those abs engaged. You can feel those little two sit bones or those bony landmarks, and you're kind of squeezing together as we go into our alternating legs. So you're going to lift, and if you want, you can lift the foot all the way up, really working that full articulation. If you want to add a little spice, add a flex of the foot at the top. It's going to make it a little bit more challenging, both for your strength and your coordination. I definitely feel always a little challenge coordination-wise for this exercise. Keeping those abs turned on, keeping everything really strong. Hands behind your knees, hands on the chair, hands on your core, whatever feels good, and release. Now we're going to keep that nice connection. We're going to move a little bit further forward. We're going to find that nice connection. We're going to reach our arms forward. We're going to open into that nice twist. We're going to float our hand down either onto the top of the chair, or we're going to place it at the bottom of the chair, and you're going to take a nice side twist. Now, if rotation is not appropriate for you, you can take this as a nice big circle with the arm, or you can keep your hand on your shoulder, or you can get rid of the twist of the spine and just take the movement with the arm, either with the hand on the shoulder or the full circle. So we're going to keep that nice connection as we head into our full circle, but take this as you need it. Again, hand on shoulder, or just taking the circle without the movement of the torso. So you can take the circle of just the arm, or you can also always just keep the hand on the shoulder the whole time. But either way, take the movement, take that movement as you need it. And we're just going to take that nice, strong connection, and we're going to release and switch other way. So you can do the arm in, or you can do the whole body, whatever feels right for you. For me, I'm taking a nice big one here, extending and reaching. You want to inhale at the apex of whichever movement you've chosen and exhale around, using that nice support of the arm on the chair. Nice big reach of the body. Exhale around, hold, and bring it down. Other side. Again, find that rotation, keeping that body nice and long. Lift the spine. You can always place the hand on the shoulder and take the rotation nice and small, or no circle at all. You can also do it with the arm, or you can take the whole body, keeping the hand either on your shoulder, or you can take it as the full movement with both the arm and the torso kind of moving together. But just take this as you need it. One more big one, like that, and then we're going to take that nice big scoop over and reverse it the other way. So again, take the movement as you need it, inhaling through the top range and exhaling through the flex, or through the part that's closer to the torso, and just taking it nice and slow as your body feels it, feeling that nice suppleness. So we're really trying to work our mobility as well as find that strength. So we're going to keep that nice connection. You're going to take both your hands to the side, and you're going to take that big stretch over and down. Reach back. Now, if that is not comfortable to reach behind you, you can always just keep your hands in front of you, or you can place the hands on the neck. Don't want to drop your head back, but you want a nice long neck. So you can have your hands here, you can have your hands here, wherever feels good to you. You're really just trying to open from the sternum, trying not to load the low back. So you're really lifting that chest, strengthening both the core and the back extensors. So you're not pushing into your full range of motion, but just kind of working the strength at the mid end of your range. Inhale, extend, exhale, flex, and nice deep inhale. Open, exhale, close. Now, you can always keep those hands on the back of the chair if that feels good. In the back of the chair, you might get a little bit more opening through those shoulders, but either way is great. You're going to just come on up, and we'll take that nice connection. We're going to roll our wrists in a circle, finding that nice movement in the joints, and I kind of am flaring my fingers and reversing it for 3, 2, and 1. Flex and point those hands. Pull the fingertips both directions, really working those forearms. You're going to go ahead and float down. Keep that nice connection. Bring your feet a little closer. Find what's nice and strong. Lean forward. Stay nice and strong. You can always use your hand on the chair or a hand in something in front of you and come all the way up. Now we're going to make sure our feet are nice and parallel, and we're going to reach our hands, and we're going to take a squat. We're not going to go like we're going to sit on the chair, but we're staying nice and strong on our abs, and we're just going to hold that chair pose. But it's not an extended chair pose, just a nice long reach. And again, reaching forward. Your hands can be forward. You're going to feel that scoop of the abs. You can also place your hands on anything to support you, or your hands on your hips. Very good. Long body. Exhaling and reaching back, sitting, strengthening those legs. Really find that strength through the abdominals as well, so you're keeping your spine nice and supported. All right, we're going to go around to the other side. And if you want to move your chair forward, you can, but you can just take this as you need this. So keep that nice connection. We're going to come to a nice parallel, lengthening our bodies, keeping everything nice and strong. And we're just going to take a little chair pose. And we're going to see if we can go a little deeper this time. And feel that little squat. And we're going to keep it. We're going to hold it, keeping it nice and strong, keeping everything connected. Light touch through the hands and right back up. And again, we're going to go nice and deep. We're going to hold it, keeping it nice and strong. Light touch of the hands, holding it. Squeeze those abs, squeeze those legs right back and up. Try not to lock the knees, but just find that beautiful long spine, long body. Keeping it going, squeezing it and hold. Keep that nice strong breath. So you're still working your lungs. You're going to keep that nice connection this time. You're going to hold it, keeping everything really engaged and right back up. Very strong bodies. Everything should feel really tight through those core muscles, and light touch, not sagging down, but really nice and strong in those abs. Keeping everything really connected. Beautiful connection through the upper back, so you're keeping the shoulders from rounding forward. All right, now you're going to stay kneeling nice and tall. You might want to go a little closer to the chair if you want, and we're going to lift up onto our toes and right back down. And again, it's just like what we found earlier, but we're lifting from our abs. We're really finding the suppleness and the articulation through the feet. Lifting as you inhale, exhale, lowering down, nice and slow and controlled. And again, inhale up, exhale, lower. All of that to strengthen the legs. So we're not locking our knees. There's a slight softness around the knee joint so that we're working all those gorgeous little attachments. We don't really want to work our ligaments. They don't really get any stronger. That's why we want to really work the muscularity of the legs. We're going to keep those abs holding it. We're going to keep it nice and strong, pressing high. It doesn't matter how high you are. You just want to hover those heels up, finding that strength lower down. We're going to bend those knees, staying nice and strong. Now, you can always do this again with your legs up, and then you can go down. So either way, but you're going to keep those abs really engaged. Now, keeping that nice connection through the body, holding it nice and strong, keeping everything really engaged. You're going to lower those heels and lift the heels up. And again, exhaling down, inhale up. You can go nice and deep. You can also just pulse it if it doesn't feel good for you to do this with your ankles. You can just pulse the knees. But anyways, we're not dropping them. We're pushing down, lifting up, slowly lowering. Still working that strength and that articulation through the ankle joint and really through the whole leg. You should feel a lot of work in those inner thighs. There's almost more weight on the big toes than on the pinky toes. That way you feel that nice connection. You can also pulse it. Here we go. Pulsing it down, keeping everything strong. Keep those abs really working. Pulsing, 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 and down, lengthen up, and release. We're going to take a moment. And then we're going to turn to facing one side. Hand is gently on the chair. You're not gripping it. You want a little bit further forward so you're not twisting backwards. Strong core, no saggy hips. Keep everything nice and lifted through the inside leg. As you lift that outside leg up and right back down and reach it. You're going to feel those glutes engaging and those core really working. Keep everything nice and supported as you lift the leg to the side. Exhale. Find that nice strength. Keeping the anchored leg really nice and strong. And it doesn't matter how high you lift your leg, but we're going to hold it. Really staying strong on that standing leg. Holding it, holding it, holding it, and down. We're going to switch other side. Same exercise. Make sure that hand is forward, nice and strong. You're close to the chair. No saggy hips. Squeeze those glutes as you lift the leg up. And exhale up for 2. Keep those abs engaged. And 3. Keeping everything really working. And 4. And 5, all of that strength, and 6, keeping those abs working, 7, and 8, we're almost there, hold it, hold it, hold it, keep it strong, and release. And we're going to come right back to that first side again. We're going to add on some flair. So we're going to keep, again, that leg nice and strong, no sagging. You can bend your knees at any point if you need to. You're going to stay nice and strong, no sagging. Lift it up, point that toe, keep that leg nice and strong, and we're going to circle the leg. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8, and reverse. 8, 7, 6. Keep it strong. 5, keep it going. 4, we're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah, hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. Other side. Oh yeah, here we go. Now, make sure, again, you're really grounded. You're squeezing, and you're squeezing that little butt. You squeeze those glutes. It's called the gluteal fold. It's the little curve between the butt and the hamstrings. It's that nice lifting up. Feeling that circle. Again, feeling that strength. Reverse it for 8, 7, 6. Keep it strong. 5, 4. Strong core. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, and release it down. Very good. That should feel nice and strong. Now, if you haven't moved your chair already, you might want to move your chair a little bit further forward, or it doesn't matter if you have plenty of space behind you. But you want to stay nice and connected. You don't want to be too far away from your chair for this next section. You want to be pretty close, because when you lean forward, you want to be able to put a little bit more weight, because we're going to step back with one leg. You don't want to be too far that you feel uncomfortable or that you're arching back to have the position, but you want it nice and narrow. So find the adjustment that's right for you, really lifting those abs. And you're going to slightly open the chest as we come into that beautiful extended position. You can reach that top hand up to the ceiling. It's going to be the same hand as the leg that's behind you, but you don't have to. You can always keep both hands on. As you feel that nice lift through the chest, you're going to go ahead and bring that hand right back and down. You're going to take the other hand and you're going to twist it open just to there, or if you want to add spine rotation, you can take a little bit of a twist through the body as we hold that, breathing deeply, reaching through our heels, taking that nice stretch. We're, again, not collapsing into our backs, but really using our abs to support this position. It's a very kind of strong position through the legs, and float that hand down. Now, you're going to keep that nice and strong. You're going to shift forward onto that front leg. You're going to flex that back foot, keeping everything nice and strong, and you're going to press the heel up. 2, exhale. 3, exhale. 4, keep everything working. 5, 6, you should feel those hamstrings. 7, and point. 8, and point those toes, and squeeze for 8. Push it up. 7, little poke a hole in the ceiling. 6, 5, 4, 3. We're almost there. 2. Oh yeah. 1. Hold it and extend, reaching that leg back, taking that nice lift of the chest, opening that spine, feeling that nice strength through the body, holding it, feeling that nice connection, and then slowly start to shift backwards. So you're making a triangle position. Now, your legs don't have to fully extend, but you want to feel that stretch in the hamstrings. So it's that nice long spine. You can go as nice as deep as you want. You can flex the front foot, bringing the toes off the floor, but it can be quite intense. So just take this as you need it. You can keep it how you want, but you want that nice long spine, relaxing the upper body. You're going to, again, bend that knee forward, coming back into that little bit of a lunge. Stay strong in the abs. You're going to step up, and we're going to float that foot down and take a moment, founding mountain pose. You can roll those shoulders back. So you're really grounding into the floor. You're lifting those abs, not locking the knees, but grounding into the floor, pushing those toes into the floor, pulling the pelvis towards the ceiling, finding the strength through the whole body. And breathing, finding that nice breath into the lungs, strengthening the inside of the body and the outside of the body. Nice and connected through the whole body. Again, shifting forward, bend your knees and step back, keeping that nice connection. And again, we're going to find that beautiful long body. Keep those hip squares. Keep those abs thick. You're going to tuck the tailbone a little bit to increase the stretch in the hip flexors and the quads, opening the chest. Again, you're not pushing back, but you're staying nice and connected. You want to stay where you feel comfortable so that you feel like you have a good connection to the floor and a good way to keep your balance as you keep that nice connection. And you can always reach that arm up. That's the same arm as the leg that's behind, opening the chest, not into a back bend, but just lifting up, opening the sternum. You can also place the hand on the shoulder or the hip, wherever feels good for you. Just taking that nice extended breath, nice slow breath, and go ahead and bring that arm down. And you're going to reach the other arm forward, opening to the side. Bring your focus or your drishti to it, and then turn if you want and take that nice big twist through the body. Take this as you need it. Take it as far or as small or just as gentle or as dynamic as you feel is appropriate for you. Go ahead and bring it on back with an exhale and float that hand down. Now still keep those abs working. You're going to shift forward, flexing that back leg, and we're going to pulse it to the ceiling. 8, 7, pulse it up. 6, 5, 4, strong body. 3, oh yeah, 2, and last one, hold, point the toes, squeeze the heel to the bum, and you're going to just poke a little hole up. 2, still keeping those hips nice and square. 3, it may not feel like a huge movement, but you should feel a lot of work in those hamstrings and glutes. And hold, Extend the leg out, bending the knee as you replace the heel on the floor. Open up the chest. Feel that connection. Feel that nice extension through the body. Opening the body nice and long. Opening that chest. Feeling that strength as you shift into your triangle pose. Again, you want to really keep that leg forward so that you feel that nice stretch in the hamstrings, and take the body nice and flat and forward as much as you can. And your knees can both be bent. They can both be extended. You can flex that front foot. You just take this as you feel is appropriate for you. Just breathing. Go ahead and bend your knees, returning that heel back up, stepping forward to the front leg. Take as much weight into your hands as you need, stepping forward, and once again, find that nice parallel hip distance apart, not from the outside of the hips, but really underneath the sit bones, nice and strong. Tuck the tailbone just a little bit if you feel like you're arching your low back, bending those knees just a hair, and finding that grounded mountain pose. And again, find your breath. Alrighty, we're going to come back around to the front of the chair. So you might want to move your chair to get back if you don't have enough movement in front, but just take it where it feels good on your mat, just so that it feels nice and stable. So go ahead and make your way back down to seated. We're going to have that nice connection here. You're going to move a little bit further forward. You're going to, again, interlace those fingers, pushing them forward, and you're going to exhale, round through the spine, taking a stretch to your shoulder blades. If this is too much, you can always keep your hands on your knees, or you can reach one hand onto one wrist and then take a little stretch through one side, and then you'll switch to the other side. So you can still get that kind of shoulder blade separation. You can also stay nice and upright if you don't feel like the round feels very good. But either way, you want to try to feel those shoulder blades separating, getting a little bit of a stretch between those shoulder blades, releasing those rhomboids. Go ahead and come on up, find that little extension. You can, again, take your hands behind you, wherever's appropriate or whatever feels good for you, and you're going to get that nice chest, not cranking your back, but really lifting the sternum, lifting the chin, not letting the head drop back, but feel it really almost like you're just lifting and showing those pearls on your collarbones or your very fancy tie pin. Go ahead and recover. Roll those shoulders again, finding that nice release, moving slowly. Nice big, and reverse your shoulders. You should feel all of that kind of a little bit looser, and there's a little bit more mobility. Now, we're going to take a stretch into our hips. You're going to keep that isolation. You're going to bring one foot over and cross it. Now, you're going to feel a nice stretch. You can place your hand on your thigh, not on the knee, on the thigh or on the shin. If this is too much and the stretch here is kind of overwhelming, you can extend the bottom leg, cross the ankles, and let the knee open to the side. But either way, you should get that stretch through the side of the leg and up into the glutes. Really keep your foot flexed to protect your knees so that everything is really nice and working in alignment as you feel that nice stretch. Go ahead and come on up, and we'll do it on the other side. Again, crossing at the ankle, flexed foot to protect the knee, leaning forward, and the weight can come across the shin and the kind of the femur and not on the knee. Again, if that's too much, you can always extend the bottom leg out, crossing the ankles, leaning forward, taking that big stretch into the legs, but at a more appropriate angle for your body. Nice slow breath. Lengthen the spine up, release those legs, and we're just going to let our arms come up and down, not dropping them, but like really finding a nice slow lift and lower. There's no more tension in the neck and throat, so that's nice and gentle kind of movement through the body. I hope you feel really good. We're going to end with some fire breathing. Hand on the sternum, hand on the stomach. You're going to be filling that stomach, and it's going to be bouncing the hands. So you're going to feel kind of a diaphragmatic breath. So it's going to bounce up and down as you breathe. Exhaling through the mouth, nice and strong. And take a nice deep inhale, switching the hands. Again, finding that diaphragmatic breath, and you exhale. Bouncing that hand. You really want to bounce it up and down as you find that strong breath. Here we go. Bounce it up and down. Here we go. And deep breath. So you should feel really energized from that. That diaphragmatic breath can really fire up the whole body, strengthening the body and the lungs. All right, I hope you had fun. I hope I will see you again. All right, bye.